Morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Yesterday we saw a little bit of selling in the beans and meal and buying in the corn and wheat. Some people think that corn and wheat index players are trying to buy bargains, especially against the losses that we saw in the stock market yesterday. And in beans and meal, we just haven't got a resolution yet for the Chinese issue, and so that may be offering some resistance yesterday to many of the markets. Kind of the opposite is true today. Overnight beans and meal are up, corn and wheat's down a little bit. So I think there might be some evening up going into what could happen in Washington over the next couple of days. USDA said that weekly wheat export inspections are running 29% behind a year ago, and they're forecasting a 14% increase. So again, the wheat market needs to see new demand to push prices over resistance. Corn is 39% ahead, and USDA is expecting a 1% decline. So again, nearby corn demand is strong and could be supporting prices. Beans 25% behind, and USDA is expecting a 3% decline. So again, beans running behind without the Chinese buying. We also saw that both the corn and soybean crop ratings went up 1 percentage points. We've got 16% of the corn crop is harvested. Beans, we got 14% of the crop harvested, and wheat's about 28% planted. So this week, next 10 days, should be off and on rains, which could slow the harvest. It's interesting that the 11 to 16 day American model shows below average precip and average to above average temperatures, while the European model has above precip for the Midwest and Plains, and temps running average for most of the time to maybe a little bit below late in the time frame. So we have dueling forecasts after the 10-day weather outlook. November beans, we're at the 20-day support. 860 is resistance. December corn, we're over the 20-day. That is offering some support. And wheat is between the 20-day support and the 200-day resistance, with 540 key resistance. So again, not a lot of volume overnight. Watching Washington, watching the trade deal or lack between U.S. and China, and watching U.S. harvest weather. And now we're off watching South American weather, which is off to a good start for planting both corn and beans. Our weather guy did put out a report yesterday that El Nino is getting a little stronger and should start impacting weather in October. Mostly kind of a Indonesia, Southeast Asia thing. Should be good for South American crops, and sometimes it's good for U.S. crops for next year, 2019. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.